Hi, it's Trixie and I love love. Hi, it's Trixie. What? Hi, it's Trixie, local person. My new thing is when people ask me what I do, I say I'm a local crossie. And that just really speaks to me. I'm just a local crossie. I'm that cross-dresser from down the street. If you're new here, wow, where the fuck have you been? What are you, gay yesterday? Today, as we film this, if we're approaching February, I'll just say to you, the day we film this, Catherine O'Hara died today. I don't know, I obviously didn't know her, but does anybody else feel like, for someone you don't know, I was like, oh my God, like I watched a video of her today just to like, you know, I found a video of her just to like feel some Catherine O'Hara and I watched it and just like cried. I was just like, oh, she's so awesome, so funny, so pretty, so much depth. Somebody who like, no matter how funny it is, it's so grounded. Everything feels so real. I just love her. Love you, Catherine. Thank you for the years. Thank you for the years of inspiration. But today we're making a lovely love video because it's Valentine's Day. I happen to love Valentine's Day because I love love. I love love. Some people call me a serial romantic. Some people call me just an LTR person. I guess I'm lovable. I guess I'm loving. I'm a person who loves love and loves to be loved and loves to give love. Is that wrong? Is that okay? Is it okay in this, our year 2026, the apocalypse, that I just love? I don't think so. So today I was figuring out what I was gonna do and I was looking through some books for inspiration. I have this book I love. I told you guys about this book, Switched On. I love this photo a lot. This photo a lot. I just was like, I wanna go romance. And I was like, well, what do I really mean by romance? And I have these old school comic books from Girls Romance. These are so fun, you guys. So look, it's like, you know we can't live without each other. Oh, Kip, I do love you, but you know how my parents feel about you and that crazy hippie life you lead. Whenever I see these at like antique stores or something, I always buy them. I think they're so cool. The inspiration in these, the hair, the makeup, the way it's all drawn. It's always a strapping man with a furrowed brow and this woman peeled back, cheating out, crying. Like, I just love that. I love the drama of love being portrayed like this. I don't love living the drama of love, but I love it in paper. So I'm gonna glue it on my brows and this look, I wanna go for something really color blocked and comic booky and simple and dramatic. So I'm gonna glue it on my brows and let's get into it. I'm gonna use this Morphe sponge. I can't find my Trixie sponge. Brandon's not here today, and sometimes I'm lost without him. I really want, for this like kind of 60s comic book kind of vibe, I really want velvet skin, so I'm using that Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation. I was like, let's really do a kind of super satin kind of look. Obviously, it's the week of Valentine's Day, but it's always Valentine's Day in our hearts. I wanted to check on you guys because, I don't know, I guess I always get lucky in love. I know that sounds crazy coming from somebody who's had like 5 boyfriends, because doesn't that mean you had 4 breakups? Yes, but I also think it's such a privilege to fall in love in the first place. I know so many gay guys who've never had boyfriends and are like, I can't find a boyfriend. I know so many hot, smart, funny gay guys who like can't connect. And I always wonder, like, I know I'm lovely, but I'm not that great that I should be like ratioing everyone on the number of boyfriends. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm just open. I think that one of the reasons, you guys know I'm very LTR. My boyfriend now, I absolutely, you know, I've learned, can I just say this, and I always get afraid of, if I get too personal, I get afraid of what the gay rags are gonna screenshot. So look, I'm gonna talk about my heart right now, and this is what I look like, whatever. When you share your relationships on TV and stuff like I have, it really teaches you the value of privacy. If you guys don't know, I do have a wonderful, great boyfriend that I've had for a while, and we're deeply serious, and I'm absolutely madly like jump off a building in love with this person, completely enamored. I don't want to be drama, but when you're really in love, I think it's the closest feeling to what I would imagine being religious is like. Like, it makes you feel like something's bigger than you. It makes you almost believe in God. Like, really being in love almost makes you feel like the universe, we're not just a bunch of like monkeys slamming into each other in this world. They're sort of like, it makes you think of fate and like design. I'm just a big love person. And I know you guys, obviously, if you watch this channel, you're obviously all very horny and all very hot and sexy, and you have an active sex life. How are you guys doing? How is your love life going? I think I do have a superpower, which is falling in love. And I think one of my reasons I'm good at falling in love is because I guess I'm open. I don't really have a type. All my boyfriends, if you lined them up in like a shooting range, which maybe, you know, they don't look alike, they don't act alike, they don't sound alike, they don't, you know, they're not similar. I wouldn't say I have a type. I just think I'm open to connection. open to connection. We're also gonna be answering some love questions. Yesterday on my X account, I asked you guys to ask me your love questions. So I'm gonna try to give you some of my advice. Now I have no education in relationship dynamics. I do talk therapy, and so I think that makes me a genius. So I'm gonna help you out. And I can't say that you're gonna get the results you want, but you're gonna get the results you deserve. I really like this Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Foundation. I haven't been wearing it, but what I do like about it is you do kind of gotta work it into the skin, but once it's in, it looks very smooth. It really looks velvety. You know the way like a velvet curtain really swallows light? This foundation really swallows texture. It just like, everything just flattens. It's really a nice foundation. A little overpriced. I think it's like 38 bucks or something. I could be making that up. And you know, for some of us, you know, my on and off again platonic husband, Katya, you know, wife, on and off again. Some of the most important loving relationships in your life are not romantic. I mean, that person is my other half in a lot of ways, you know? And just like a relationship, sometimes I want to kill that fucking bitch. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, if she goes missing, check my house first. All right? That bitch is buried under the pool. I'm just kidding. Something else will kill her. I'm not gonna get a chance to kill that person. She's like Evel Knievel, okay? She's not here for a long time. She's here for a good time. I have a great loving relationship with Nick. I love you, Nick.
I love you.
Nick and I love to make videos together. There's just those people where when you sync up and you just start operating one brain cell, I mean that in a loving way. We're always like on the same. If he has insight, I usually like suck it right up. I agree. And if I have an idea, he usually likes it. So same with Brandon. You want people that like work relationships can be very loving in that way, where you add value, you add happiness to each other's lives. And I want love. I want goodness in my life. I'm actually happy it's you and I talking because Katya is not a relationship person. And so when I talk about love and relationships, that is something between she and I that really are just, we have completely different approaches in life. I'm so, Jack and Rose. And she's like, ugh, like she doesn't even want guys to stay over. And I can't get guys to leave. Honestly, I don't know what it is. I've had all great boyfriends, honestly. I really have. Like my first boyfriend, Sam, you guys know, I've told you this story. The guy that I lost my virginity to in my dorm room listening to Dashboard Confessional. He was so great. Now he's like so highly educated. He's like a PhD and works in public health and just helps people for a living. Like, come on, who are these wonderful men and how do I find them? I don't know. My second boyfriend, who I also loved so much, his name was Matt. He was so gorgeous. He was an amazing singer and actor. He was so handsome. He was so funny. We had so much fun together. Gay guys, you'll get this. Gay guys, you ever be in a relationship where you're so in sync, when you're not in love and like fucking, you're like too obnoxious. You're in like a boy gang. You're just like a menace to society. You're just like going to Krispy Kreme and driving around. You're just, you know, we were just two guys in college, just absolutely in love with each other. He was so wonderful. He passed away a few years ago. I know in this channel, I always very inelegantly go, my ex-boyfriend Matt who died. I don't mean it like that. We fell out of touch a little bit the year or two before he passed. And then one day his husband called me and was just like, I had to call you. Matt, you know, you were really important to Matt. He passed away. And I was just like in shock. If anybody's ever had an ex or a boyfriend who dies, it's very weird to be so close to someone like that, you know? And then have them leave the earth. Sometimes I remember he's gone and it's just like, oh my God. We didn't talk all the time, but you know, that level of intimacy, like I think of us being like 19 years old in our dorm rooms, like staying up late talking about our dreams. Oh my God. So I can't. I hope it's a good thing, you guys, but I can't have any good feelings anymore without crying. I don't know what it is. I mean it lovingly. Like I loved him so. He was so wonderful, and we you know, we broke up when we were 22, like all good college boyfriends. But he was so great. And then my next boyfriend, Kyle, who's been on the channel, who put me in the Santa Claus makeup, he's a fucking big deal working makeup artist now. Kyle, come back on the channel. He was so great. Kyle was so beautiful. Oh my God. All my friends would be like, oh my God. Something about the dark hair with the blue eyes is like that Superman thing. He was just so beautiful. Now, weirdly, I'll tell you this, and Kyle and I talk about this. I'm like, isn't it weird that we dated? Like, I'm not saying it gives me the ick, but I'm like, the way he is not that I have a type, but I'm like, I don't see it at all for me. Like, I know we were together for like 2 years. We like lived together and I know we were in love, but now when I look back, I'm like, that is such a weird choice for me, but that's okay. You know what the big hurdle was in our relationship? He was an awful speller. When you have a boyfriend who's texting you and can't spell like orange, it's like, oh shit, then what? Kyle, you know that's fucking true. Kyle, come back on the channel and let's have a spelling bee, please. But Kyle, he is so wonderful. His partner now is also gorgeous and wonderful. And that's nice too. The good thing about having an ex is when you see them with someone who's great, you just feel great about it. Like I love when your ex finds someone and they're in love and they make sense together. You're just like, oh, I love that. And then David was amazing. I just have had all wonderful guys. I'm so grateful. Like the love that has, when I was young, this is like so overshare. When I was younger, you guys, when I was like 13, 14 and I knew I was gay and I was so melodramatic as I am now, I used to lay in bed at night and I used to just dream that I would someday fall in love. Like I just would dream that someday I would have just be able to fall in love once and like meet a guy and just, you know? And I've had that like 5 times. Like the universe has really blessed me. It's really great. Normalize having gratitude for your exes. I know that's crazy, but I just always have a lot of gratitude for everyone I've been with. Let's do a question.
Is there anything you've thought was very important to you in a relationship that now you don't think is really a big deal?
So my family's not very close. I had a joke, some stand-up joke when I was doing stand-up that was like, I know the perfect man for me is out there and I know he has a wonderful, loving family that all died in a fire. Meaning like people's families, you can fall in love with the person and then everybody in their family they're blood related to is a gamble. Do you know what I mean? And I know that because everyone I'm blood related to is a fucking gamble, okay? A Procter & Gamble. That was something that when I was younger, I was like, oh God, family compatibility. What if they don't like my family? I had a lot of anxiety about each other's families and liking each other's families. And as I've gotten older and had different boyfriends, that's something that I've really dropped because I think when it comes to the in-laws and the brother-in-law or your boyfriend's mom or whatever, it's like most of the time people's family and friends are another huge blessing in your life. Most of the time. I know people have horror stories. There's entire movies about it. I feel like it's a lot of like plot lines in movies. It's like an overbearing mother or like an ex-girlfriend who's too much in the you know, orbit. But I feel like I've gotten really lucky too. All my boyfriends' families have been wonderful. Wonderful. And when I was younger, I thought that was gonna be such a scary thing. Probably because I'm gay. Does anybody else think this, gay people? When you meet your boyfriend's parents, I think they immediately picture us having anal sex. Right? Immediately. And then, you guys, I'm a cross-dresser. So me being 20 and me being scared about my boyfriend's mom or whatever, finding out I cross-dress. That was something I was really scared of when I was younger. And now I'm like, well, a quick Google search, they're gonna know. I should get like a dummy website that makes me look like a realtor or something. I'm gonna throw on some brows and do like my highlighting and contouring and just come right back. Looking like the town whore. I'm looking like Flat Stanley or some shit. I don't know what's going on with me. How cute is this, by the way? I've had this for forever. Probably one of my oldest pieces of clothing. Isn't it amazing? It was a fan gift. It was a fan gift. It's my oldest piece of clothing. I love it. I wear it like once a year because I love it so much. I'm afraid of like wearing it out. I love this sweater. If anybody has one in a large and you want to get rid of it, you send that shit to me because I love this sweatshirt. I'm always afraid. When I'm going to like something kind of casual and I don't know what to wear, it's just one of my go-to. Like people always compliment it. People love it. I've been into Barbie shit a lot longer than some of you faggots who jumped on 2 years ago, okay? Speaking of, my dolls are in black mold remediation. They're not even, listen, I overreacted on the pod. We're not even confirmed that they're all moldy. They just were exposed to a unit that was all wet. And so now they're getting checked over and like cleared for mold. I saw like news articles about it and I was like, that makes it seem like my collection is like rotting. That's not what's happening. By the way, you guys got my little heart brushes. Speaking of Valentine's Day, so cool. I remember we made this product. I wasn't sure we'd be able to make a brush canister that looks like the lipstick. I love it. I really want to do a super minty. Did you guys watch that movie, The Ugly Stepsister? They have her in spiky lashes with this like green acid minty wash, like garage door makeup. And I was like, that's what I want to do today. One big mint wash. So I have High Score, the Play Pigment, which by the way, is gonna be on sale the 12th at TrixieCosmetics.com, 20% off all liquid eyeshadows. We're doing this really cool deal. The 11th, we're gonna do, if you buy a powder eyeshadow, you get a side chick free. The 12th, we're gonna do 20% off liquid eyeshadows. And the 13th, we're gonna do 25% off bullet lipstick and cream cheek, like cream blush. So very excited about that. And that deal will roll over to the 14th for Valentine's Day. I fucking love our cream blushes. I'm sorry, they're one of our best products. Speaking of doll face, I fucking love this blush, you guys. This is like, you wanna talk go-to? I used to, you know what? For the gram, let's do it. This is a heart-shaped blush, so I love to just, you know, right there. I've just been dotting this on. And I love this. Something about when I'm DJing, you guys, and I do the cream and then powder over it, when I see the pictures of myself, the blush always looks a million times better. Even if it's just a little bit and then I hog on powder blush, something about doing some cream blush first, it just makes it wear longer. Really good tip for oily skin too. If you're a blush person, set your blush with blush. I know that sounds crazy, but a little crazy. Let's do another question. I feel like Dr. Love.
How do you handle conflict in a relationship, most importantly when it's right before a major holiday?
Poorly. I would say holidays in general stress me out. I would say I'm not my best self over the holidays in general. Family time stresses me out. Traveling stresses me out. Spending a lot of time with family. I need breaks. I need to breathe. I need to go for a walk. You know what I mean? Some people don't need it. I need, if I'm with my mom for like 3 hours, okay, bye, I'm going home now. You know, I need family time with breaks, intermittent fasting of family. Then I'm at best. So what I do is I just tell my partner what I need. You gotta speak up. Nobody in a relationship is a mind reader. Everything is just telling people how you feel. Hey, I just like, do you mind if I take a break in the middle of the day and go to the gym? Do you mind after we do this family breakfast if I go like lay down for a little bit and read my book? There's this idea that if you are not in the room with your family at all times, you're ruining Christmas or whatever. That's not fucking true. If you're tired, go lay down. If you need to recharge, go sit somewhere. It's okay. I need a lot of alone time. And so I get really nervous that I'm the Grinch and I'm gonna like ruin the holiday. But like, nobody cares. The holiday goes on without you. Go lay down somewhere. But conflict in general, I would say I've gotten better at it. I've gotten better at trying to bring it up. Don't do what I used to do and still sometimes do, which is worry about bringing it up so long that it gets worse and then you freak out. Don't do that. People who love you want to know how you feel. People who love you want to make your life good for you, but you got to help them out. You got to help them out by telling them how you feel, Mary. Don't get into relationships if you're not interested in talking about how you feel and hearing about how somebody else feels. Sorry, that's like literally all of it. And don't tickle me. You'll piss me off. I hate being tickled and I'm very ticklish and you will piss me off. You will get kicked out of the bed. Speaking of, you want to talk about true love, you guys? You know I'm finally getting a bird. Talking about ways to get these birds, talking about where in the house I'm gonna put them, getting rid of things in my home that are prohibitive for birds' health. And honestly, a weird blessing of arthritis is I can't travel like I used to. So birds are gonna come back. They're gonna fly back into my life. But I'm excited to get another bird. So if you guys are gonna be a part of that, if I invite you into my life, what do you wanna see? Do you wanna see me shopping for the birds? Do you wanna see me setting up for the bird? Do you wanna see me training my bird? What do you wanna see? I'm really excited. I'm 35 now. Most birds live like 30 years. So I gotta do it quick because I can't be too old to take care of it. So for the eyes, I really wanna do a big, like a garage door of like mint. I have a blue, white, and yellow play pigment. And I figure I do the blue, a little bit of yellow to make it a little minty, and then the white to make it more pastel, and I think it'll be beautiful. What do you guys think? Sometimes I use my palette, but when I'm mixing a bunch of colors like this, I just use the back of my hand. Relationships take a lot of vulnerability, a lot of, you know, putting yourself out there. And now you don't just have to deal with one person's problems. You're dealing with double the problems, right? You're dealing with two people's insanity. That's one of the hardest things about relationships, I think, is that like we're all now learning each other's origin story of how we became insane. Mixing. Hoping for a beautiful mint. Actually, I think that's pretty good. Oh yeah, I love that. Oh, I love that. Love that. I can't believe I almost went lighter. This is like so pastel. All right, we have another question.
If you text someone I love you and they respond with an emoji, what would be your gut reaction?
You have to bring up why they didn't say I love you back. I'm sorry, you have to talk about it. I was in a relationship once where I said I love you and he said I know and said thank you. That was really hard. And I knew he loved me and he wouldn't say it. So like that was like, okay, something's, you know, that's a hard thing. The way you put yourself out there, when you're the first person to say I love you, be careful when you say it. Be sure you're gonna get the response you want. I mean, this needs context too. Did this person text him on date 2, I love you? Because that matters. Context matters. Isn't this beautiful? This big, what is this? It's like a super light avocado. Love this color. Minty avocado. This Valentine's Day, I'm going on a date. My boyfriend just told me to hold February 14th. And he won't tell me anything about what I'm doing. So I'm really excited. Yeah, I like handmade presents. I freak myself out shopping, so I always make something. Last year I painted a picture of him. And this year I wrote him a bunch of new music. He doesn't know it yet, but I'm gonna put him in the living room and sing several songs to him that are brand new, that I wrote just for Valentine's Day. You can't buy that. Okay, you can't go to the store and buy it. And even if the songs suck, because someone loves you so much, it's the thought. So it's kind of nice to write music that is just for one person that's never gonna go anywhere, you know? Like it's just for them. I think it's kind of romantic to make music that is just like, this is just for your ears. It's not for anybody else. I think that's sweet, I hope. I'm just trying to get laid. When I'm in love, I can't help but write music. You guys notice all my music I used to do folk music. All of it's about being broken up with or falling in love. I have 2 settings. So for the bottom of these eyes, I saw this picture of Goldie Hawn in here and she has little drawn on lashes. So I wanna do something really flat under my eyes. So I'm taking this green and I'm trying to just do like a straight across kind of thing. Oh, I'm loving this. I'm really loving this. Is this showing up green at all, you guys? Is it so light that it's not green? I have a plan B. I have this beautiful kimchi shadow from the Kimchi and Trixie collab that I thought I could set this with just to give it a little more oomph. Something I struggle with, you guys, if you want to know. Does anybody else deal with this? This is crazy. And I know that I'm a little bit mentally ill, but one of the hard things about being in love for me is fear of death. if I love someone, I really can obsessively think about them dying. I know that's awful. I have like pervasive, recurring thoughts about me dying early or my boyfriend dying early all the time. I know that's crazy. I would say I've had the thought at least once a day, every day for the past year. And I feel like in some ways my mind thinks it's a form of gratitude where I just am like, well, I'm noticing and I'm appreciating how much this means to me, but you also can't sit there and freak out about what if it goes. You know what I mean? You have to be present in a relationship or you're missing it. You have to be present in the good things in your life or you are actively missing them. So by worrying about what if they go away and I miss them, you worry so much that you just lost a day, you know? And if you love someone so much, sometimes even like a good day, I'll get depressed at the end of a good day and be like, that day will never happen again. Isn't that great? I mean, I know it's crazy. I'm dealing with it. I struggle with it, but I'm dealing with it. I'd be crying sad. He'll be like, what's up? And I'm like, I just had such a good time today. Like, in my mind, it's like, oh, that day's gone. That day will never happen again. That's so drama. But I was that kid, I don't know, I was that kid who used to sit and cry at the thought that my grandma would someday die. I would just sit and sob about it. I'd be like, you're gonna die someday. My grandma would be like, well, it's not gonna be for a really long time. I'm like, you don't know that. Crazy. Crazy. All right, remember this, the Kimchi and Trixie palette? So there's this color in the upper right called pistachio. I think we should set this with, and I think it'll make it like whoosh. You know who else I kind of want to give? Do you guys remember from Edward Scissorhands? The one who's like, you simply have to try my ambrosia salad. Can I tell you guys how big brain I am? By the way, I'm really liking this green. This is really cool. I was texting Tracy, our producer of The Bald and the Beautiful, who co-produces with Nick. I said, why is our Trixie and Katya channel Trixie and Katya 0234 or some shit? She was like, girl, we don't have Trixie and Katya. We can't get the name. I said, why is it Trixie? She was like, well, do you have a better idea? I said, Katya and Trixie. I blew her mind. We've always joked about how it's always Trixie and Katya. And we were saying like, this is the year of Katya first. So I was like, make it Katya and Trixie. And nobody had taken that. Mine's so powerful. Loving this, loving this, loving this. So let's do some eyeliner. I got some stunning hotline, the best, the blackest, the longest wearing, the deepest, darkest, most fabulous black gel liner from your dreams. It's the best on the market. I'm sorry, it is. You're welcome. Oh, I should powder. Just start getting black liner all over my face. Okay, I know I told you guys this before, but this is a tester brush we never made, this big, beautiful dome brush. I'm obsessed with it. We never put it out, so I be using it. Loving this makeup right now. I kind of want this to be, I love in these magazines, you guys. But wait, doesn't this look like Lady Bunny? Girl. There's drawings in here where these girls, when they tip their eyes back, the wing is so sexy. Do you see that? How it's like, oh, and I kind of want to give that. So I'm gonna do a thinner liner today. Another question.
This person says, hi, mommy.
Oh, wow.
Do you believe in I don't chase, I attract, or do you make the first move?
I make the first move. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Pretty much everyone I've ever wanted to have sex with, I've had sex with. I don't miss. I don't know what it is. I don't think I'm that great. I know in gay world I'm 6 feet and apparently that's huge currency, but I'm also a bald faggot. I don't know. I don't think I recently saw a comment that was like, can't believe Trixie already has another boyfriend. And one of the comments said, of course she does. She's ugly and rich and people manipulate her. Love that. I know I'm not fabulously good looking, but I go for it. I fucking go for it. And pretty much everybody I've ever wanted to hook up with, it's happened. So I don't know. Confidence? The nerve? Oh, I guess you didn't ask about sex. Maybe you're talking about relationships. For sex, at least, I think you should go for it. I have one friend that I didn't hook up with till maybe, gay guys sleep with their friends. It happens. I slept with this guy, but the first time we hooked up, it was like almost a year after knowing each other. I would have never thought he was into me. I really thought we were just friends. And we are friends. All of a sudden he made a move. And afterward, I was like, I can't believe that just happened. After the incident, the sex. I was like, I can't believe this just happened. He was like, wasn't it obvious that I was like attracted to you? And I was like, no. So sometimes I will say, on one hand, look for signs. On the other hand, I know personally I can't be trusted. If it's up to me to get signs, I know I might miss them. So I'm gonna give the signs, you know what I mean? Probably doesn't help that I'm always talking and I'm so up my own bullshit about everything. Probably smart, quiet people probably notice when someone's flirting. I'm just screaming. There's a million reasons why you can sit here and say that person's not into me, right? Don't we all agree that we are not the most reliable narrator, right? By the way, Wet n Wild 16-hour breakup proof skinny black liner pen. I saw the heart on the packaging and I was like, let's use this. I love this product. This is an amazing eyeliner. It's so good. So in general, I think you just gotta make a move. Somebody will tell you you will be able to tell if it's not reciprocated. Do you know what I mean? The thing I notice the most, and maybe guys just do this to me because they can tell I'm a huge fag and I'll just go for this. You know when guys pretend they can't hear you, so they lean in super close and put their arm on your back? And you're like, we're in a silent room. Like it's not very covert, but that always fucking works on me. Maybe it's because I'm 6 foot tall and bald. And so when the guy does that, I'm like, oh, I do declare. You know, I feel so debutante about it. But I love that and that always works on me. So, but I'm not available now, so y'all missed your chance. Oh my God. That was so scary what I just did. I can't take graphic liner. My nerves can't take it. And all of my looks are graphic liner. I also, and I've talked about this before, you guys, I read this book by Bell Hooks called All About Love. It was so interesting. And something they talked about is that love is a verb. Love is thought of in our society like a status. This person's blonde. Oh, this person's sick. This person's old. Like it's like a thing you are in love or aren't. But they talked about it as like, really what transactionally in life, it's an action. It's what you do. And so in relationships, it's not enough to be like, oh, we love each other. It's really the action that makes it love. It's the way you cherish somebody actively. And that really changed my life. You guys, I forgot during these makeup videos, we just be talking about life, huh? You know what's a challenge with drag too, I'll say this with dating. You can find guys who love that you do drag and you can find guys that hate it. It's very hard to find guys who have like a very healthy neutral about it, if that makes sense. Any other drag queens, I know you know what I'm talking about. It's like either they want to put on the gown or they're like completely grossed out by you. It's like, it's really one or the other. And Kat and I always talk about this too. It's like, I'm like, why don't people want to date drag queens? You're weird. And then people are like, would you date a drag queen? I'm like, are you out of your goddamn mind? Of course not. They're fucking crazy. You guys, I'm gonna do more of a straight line. I'm gonna show you this picture actually. Me trying to figure out how to look exactly like Goldie Hawn. Oh, I'm just a old bald guy trying to look like Goldie Hawn in the 60s. See, look, do you guys see? This is Goldie Hawn, by the way. It's so cool. Look at how the lashes are kind of straight across and just drawn on directly down. I always draw mine on like this, but today I want to try to do them like down. Let's see if that works. I hope it works. But this is actually a really nice pen from Wet n Wild, so I think this actually will be okay.
What's the most embarrassing thing you've done on a date, and what's the most embarrassing thing someone else has done on a date?
One time I went on a date and the first thing the guy said was it was his first week off antipsychotics, which is fine, but that's just like, that's so much to say first. My whole date, I was like, just coming off a heavy psych med. It scared me a little I was 21 maybe. I was like, you know, I didn't know. But now I get it. Now I think I'd be like, work. That just means somebody gets help. Oh, one time I flew to San Francisco to go on a date with a guy to see a band because we talked on Twitter for a few months, and I got there and it was a fan who pretended to be a catfish and he never showed up. So I flew there and I sat at a restaurant for 3 hours with luggage waiting for someone to show up. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. Isn't that nice, you guys, how thin that line is? So I'm gonna try to do these lashes, but I'm really scared, so. Oh, I kind of like it. It's very small, but I kind of like it. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. I'm gonna do something a little predictable, which is I think this upper eyelid just needs a little bit of white, but I don't want too much, so I'm gonna take a little bit of Player One. This is like the most versatile play pigment. When I was on tour, I would even mix it in with my foundation to make my highlight. I love this product. So versatile. Do you see how I can just lighten this green on my lid without painting it white? Do you see that? Do you see how the play pigment just mixes with the green eyeshadow and it makes like a very light green eyeshadow? I love this makeup. Oh, I love when things work out. Well, I still have to do the other eye. So I'm gonna go do the other eye and come back. You guys, I kind of love this. I don't know what it is about it. I just really like it. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty. So I have these Britney lashes. These are the Who Me lashes, and I just want to cut a few pieces and use them. So I have my brand new Trixie scissors. These are so nice. These are brand new. My new favorite fucking thing. Look at this lash applicator. Look at the heart, look at the pink enamel, and look at the little grabber. So look, this makes it so easy to just place. You know, our fingers are always in the way. So like this really helps me. Hell yeah. I'm just gonna use 2 little pieces just to help fill out the bottom lash there. Lashes are not difficult. You just have to have the right tools. Sharp little scissors, easy peasy. Oh my gosh, this makes me think. When I worked at the makeup counter, I had these little scissors that had like a little bird on it. You guys know I love birds. I'm gonna do a little bit of all the way setting spray before I do my lips. I like to do this for my lips. You know, lip products are so emollient and like wax and stuff, and I like to do this when it's just all powders. I dreamed of doing this look with a lot of blush, but honestly, now that I'm seeing it, I'm kind of like this no blush thing, but I'm flirting with some highlighter. I have the Rose Gold Master Chrome from Maybelline. I love this highlighter. This and that Wet n Wild highlighter I told you guys about when I talked about my baby makeup kit video. These are the most amazing highlighters and they're both from the drugstore. Get into it. Okay. Lips, I thought about this a lot. I want to do pale pink and I have my Tubby Custard lip gloss, a little bit of liner, my Trixie sharpener. And the Teletubbies palette is on sale. If you guys want the Teletubby palette, so cute. I just used that Lala color the other day, the yellow. I did this makeup on this channel that was all yellow just like a couple months ago. And I text Nick like, sorry for this makeup, I think it looks bad. All the comments were like, I'm obsessed with this makeup. I have Eden lip sync liner and I love this because it's almost the exact same color as the lip color I'm gonna apply. So I love our lip liners because they're a gel formula. So they really have a little bit of playtime. You can like really mush it out. I had this makeup instructor, Dave Bova. He was a wig and makeup artist and I'm sure he's still practicing. And when he would blend makeup, he would call it mush of the grapes. And I always think of that. Is Isn't it weird how a teacher, someone will say something that sticks in your brain forever? That looks nice. You guys, it's just refreshing to sit down and do a good job on the makeup once in a while. I think we all know it doesn't always happen for me. I have this and I never wear it. This is the CoverGirl Yummy Blur lipsticks. These are super blurring, you guys. And I'm gonna put gloss over this. Look how mattifying and pretty they are. I'm just gonna use it kind of sparingly and then buff it out. I love these lipsticks because these blurring lipsticks because they're super matte and they super minimize texture. Your lips will have no lines. You will look like you just have little flat balloon lips in a good way. Fucking living for that. I love this makeup. I don't know what to say. I kind of think I need more blush. Let's just do it. I don't care. You guys, I don't care. Let's just do it. Did I even bring a blush in here? I didn't. I'm gonna do something I used to do all the time. I'm gonna take some of my Finish Her play pigment, just like that. It's one of my favorite combos for like play pigments. A little bit of yellow, a little bit of white, and it makes the perfect like neon pastel blush. Love it. Do you see that? That like electric melon. Oh yes, I knew it. I was right. Hell yeah, bitch. Oh, I wish I was going somewhere tonight. This makeup is beautiful. Tomorrow I'm going to a Grammy party. Maybe I'll do this exact makeup tomorrow. I find for me, ladies, I don't know, ladies, the more effort I put into my look, because I haven't really been drinking, although I'm hungover right now. The more effort I put into my look, the more fun I have at the event. Is that getting older, where I just have to feel like I look good in order to have fun? I guess so. But if that's not drag, I don't know what is. And to top it all off, Tubby Custard, you guys, when we got to collab with the Teletubbies, which was so crazy. Sometimes I picture that day, you guys, the Teletubbies in the warehouse, and I'm like, what is life? This gloss is the color of like super pastel strawberry milk. It's so pretty, you guys can see. It has that peachy kind of pinky super pastel. But I think this on top, oh, and the smell. It has like a watermelon feel. I love this lip gloss. You guys, I know I'm always selling you stuff, but if you have an opportunity to get this lip gloss, get it. I love this lip gloss and it looks so pretty on deep skin. You guys, some of the people posting looks in it, it just gives you that like mid 2000s super, almost like Mac Angel, like very frosty. Love that. So I love this look. I think I look incredible. I'm gonna go put on my drag and we'll see our final Valentine's Day look. You guys, I went in there, I put on my whole look, I glued a wig on, did an updo, put a scarf on, I had all this jewelry on. I looked insane. I hated the look, so I pivoted. Do you guys think I could be one of these girls? Do you guys think I could be? It's the head laid back. It's a lot of like, oh, honey, like, I only fly Delta One or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Do you see the vision? I don't know. This was a lovely video to make. I love love. Good luck to you in all your relationships. You can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs. You know what I mean? Sometimes to find what you want, you gotta find out what you don't want. You know? Thank you guys for joining me today. And don't forget, on the 11th, 12th, and 13th, and 14th, we're doing special sales at TrixieCosmetics.com. So check out the bullet lipsticks, cream cheek color, liquid eyeshadows, blushes, all type of deals to make you fall back in love with yourself. So we'll see you very soon. Goodbye.